All right, you guys know what time it is. It's another mansion battle. So today we are playing against Kenneth and his Soulblight zombie boys. And we are playing our 2,000 point list of Lumineth Realm Lords. So today our list is gonna be big boy Teclis. We got a god in the house. Teclis, he knows every spell, but I gave him Healing Zephyr for lulz. We have our free Shrine with our Enlightener. I'm using my Scinari here as a counts as model because I do not have one yet. And I'm kind of testing out the model to see if I like it. I'm using it because the Enlightener has a ability where after you cast a spell successfully on a 3-up, you can copy it and choose a new target. Cannot be the same target. So I'm using Overwhelming Heat to half movement of my opponents, and I am on a 3-up, copying that on a new target. That is also my General. It's a Master of Magic, Silver Wand. So it can cast a second spell, and I can reroll one failed spell. And the Shrine lets me also reroll a failed spell, so if her 2 spells fail, I could reroll either. Shrine also gives you 1 free CP once per battle round, so that is always cool. And it's free, so you should always be taking the Shrine unless you don't have one, but then proxy it out of cardboard. We have also, for BATTLELINE, we got Windchargers over here. They ignore shrugs, so it will be helpful against the 6-up shrug of Soulblight. There's kind of a screen, 140 points. We got Wardens, of course, the good old Wardens. They got the -1 to hit when they're in formation of touching each other's bases. Giggity. We got 40 archers here. Thank you, Raging Heroes, for model. 40 archers to lay down those sweet 6-up mortal wounds on hit, or 5-up if they get their spell off, Power of Hysh. And backing me up, I got 3 endless spells here. We got Ravenak's Crushing Jaws here. Rolls 3d6. I can reroll it if it's summoned in the same turn. And anyone it's within an inch or flew over will take mortal wounds equal to the difference between its movements and also the spell's movement. So if I roll like a 15 and they move 2 inches, because I halved it maybe, they will take 13. 15 minus 13, so always badass. We got the Umbral Spellportal here. Lets me measure distance of spells from one end of the portal to the other end of the portal, within an inch of its caster. And then we got Burning Head action here to cast some D3 mortal wounds within an inch of it after it moves in the end of the hero phase. So we got a little mini smite, Age of Sigmar style, a smite on a stick. So that is my army here, and we are playing Zaitrec. I don't know if I mentioned that. Zaitrec is +1 to cast, dispel, and yes, I want those sweet, sweet casters. All right, we're gonna go over our opponent's army with Soulblight. All right, so we're here with Kenneth's army. He's playing Soulblight, and all right, I'll hand it over to you to go over your army.
Yeah, so I'm playing Legion of Blood Subfaction, so the 4 vampire heroes will get +1 attack when they're in melee and +1 to casting when they're out of melee. I get some special heroic actions that I get to do. I'm running 2 blocks of 20 skeletons, so hopefully they'll be able to just kind of clog up the board and just keep coming back. 1 unit of 5 Black Knights, just to kind of screen, run up the board, clog up some more. And then the other side, my favorite unit, although they're not the best trait now, a unit of 5 Blood Knights, just to be a little bit more of a hammer. And the foot Vampire Lord with Spirit Gale, who his whole point is to kind of just cast that on repeat. Do some chip damage, hopefully.
What is Spirit Gale? Is that 1 mortal wound to everyone on the field?
Yeah, it's 1 mortal wound, but if I roll a 9 on it, it does 2.
Nice.
So it just does chip damage everywhere, and he's just there to kind of back up the skeletons. The core of the army, though, are the 3 lords, which is Luke of Eye, who is a special Vangorian lord. She gets harder in melee than a normal one, and she comes with a special spell that gives her a 6-inch pile-in and activation in melee. The Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon obviously is a menace with the Cloak of Mist and Shadow, so he's unrendable, and has the Doom Dominions command trait, so there's a chance I get to hit things a lot harder. And then finally, the leader of the Legion of Blood herself, Neferata, with the Dark Mist spell that makes things ethereal, as well as the Waste Away spell and a potential insta-kill dagger. So
nice.
Hopefully that goes off.
I saw that, and it's on if you wound someone with that attack on a 5-up, they just get auto-killed, right?
Yeah.
Nice. On heroes, so
yeah.
I definitely have a giant hero named Teclis that costs 700 points, so I definitely want to be as far away as I can. All right, is that it for your army?
Yeah, and then the grand strat is Lust for Domination, so I just have to hold more grave sites than you do by the end of the game.
All right, that is definitely something you could probably do because you have more bodies than me. And my grand strategy is Survivor's Instincts. I need to put my general, on a contestant objective at the end of the game outside my territory. Pretty easy. I just have to survive the onslaught of undead. All right, we're going to roll off here. See attacker, defender. I got a 5 and a 4. Okay, I will choose defender because I am a 1-drop and you are a 3-drop.
Yep.
So I'll set up the terrain. And we got only 2 new pieces of AOS terrain. We're going to be using the 40k terrain for the rest. So 8 pieces at 2,000 points, or 6 if you use 2 garrisons. So we'll go to set up. So I took defender, so I set up the battlefield, and this is what I chose as the terrain. So we have our favorite, as you guys know, the garrisons. So we have, this time, a large piece of garrison here. The large piece counts as 2 pieces of terrain, and it is +1 to your save, -1 to be hit, and it fits up to 30 models. So 30 dudes will be hanging out in that garrison. And I kind of set the table up equal so that it doesn't matter what side you choose, it'll be the same on either side. And these are just ruined walls. In this game, not like 40k. In 40k, you could walk through walls. In AOS, you have to walk all the way around. Same thing over here. So my rationale for setting this table up was to put these ruin walls in the center to kind of separate the objectives, so you can't just put a blob on both. So in the rules do say you can put a blob on 2 objectives, but when it comes to claiming them, you choose one. But in AOS, you can leave an objective and still claim it. So you could actually put like 20 zombies on both of these objectives, 1 turn, claim that, and if there's no one near that, you'd be like, okay, now they claim this, so you claim 2. So yeah, still pretty good to daisy chain objectives. All right, so that is the table setup, and Kenneth is the attacker, so he chooses the first drop. And we're going to go to do our faction terrain. Kenneth won the roll off, so he let me drop the first piece. So I just dropped my shrine right here. Oh, actually, I need to redo the shrine. It has to be 4 inches away from the edge. I'll remeasure it, but it's pretty much it's same location, but 4 inches away. He has 4 grave sites, 2 in his deployment, 2 out. We got 1 here, 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. So let's go. Undead. Kenneth doing the first. This is our deployment. I put the pink unit in here. They can hold up to 30 models because it's a large terrain piece. And she is in there with her 20 dudes. 20 ladies of the night. We have Teclis over here, ready to cast some spells. 20 archers back here, the blue squad. We got the Hurakan Windchargers here. Warden screening it off. We're ready to take these 3 points, or attempt to. And over here, Kenneth, I think what did you redeploy?
I just redeployed Nephi and the Blood Knights.
Her back there to be safe, to out of range, because I have 36-inch range, pretty much threat range. And then we got all these dead boys coming at us. And those are probably just going to stay there and hold these points the rest of the game. All right, so we're going to battle round 1, and I will take first turn. So we are done with our hero phase. So Teclis did the Umbral Spellportal, put it there, put it within 18 inches. His second spell on a 10, we did Stirring White Light. We did Mortal Wounds to everything here except for the, what's that one called? Lucavi and these Black Knights. So we did 1 wound here. We did 6 wounds. Shrugged 1, but 5 wounds went through, killing the Vampire Lord that was hanging out here. How many do we do here? 2?
Yeah.
2 wounds there. There are 3 wounds a model,
yeah.
I'm guessing. 3 wounds. I think a wound or something there. We killed 2 zombies there. And nothing.
Put 2 on the
Vampire Lord.
And then you dealt 6 to Nephi, but I saved 2.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you rolled very hot.
Yeah, well, I rolled very hot on the stuff that mattered. So that is our hero phase. Oh, sorry, for just Teclis, we got the Power of Hysh on both archer units there and there. We got Overwhelming Heat off, having their movement on a 3-up. I could have copied it, but failed, so they're good. The Wardens got the Ravenak's Crushing Jaw off. My second spell for my general over here was the Burning Head, and it flew out there 8 inches at the end of hero phase. That is it. So going to movement. This is the end of my movement phase. Teclis just hang out there. These archers are hanging out in the garrison. protecting that flank. These archers just moved up a little bit to get everyone within 30 inches to shoot that vampire lord. These guys moved up 6 just to get a toe in on the objective. These kangaroos, I spent a CP to auto run them 20 inches, 6 plus their 14-inch movement to barely get them on this point in the corner. So we have 2 points at least. Yeah. So we can score some primary because I'm very bad at turtling and losing the game because I do not try to score. So we're going to try to play the mission this time. All right, end of shooting phase and my turn because all I do is cast spells and shoot. So both blue squad and pink squad shot into the zombie lord dragon. Over here, I popped my once per game power or Rage of Gurish or something. Anyway, for 1 CP, I could copy a command trait up to 3 times or give it to 3 people. So I gave the +1 to hit and shooting to both archers. And we popped that zombie dragon. And that is my turn. I got my endless spells off here. And we only scored 2 primary points. And then we'll see if they shut off on my next hero phase. All right, so end of bottom of round 1 for hero phase. All right, so what did we do for your heroic actions?
So did heroic recovery on Neferata to heal her up some. And then I just got a free command point on Lumineth.
Nice, and then spells that went off?
Dark Mist was able to go off on the Blood Knights, so they're now ethereal.
Yep.
And that was it, because the other 2 got countered.
Yeah, I think 1 failed, 1 got countered, or was it both countered? I don't think it matters. Anyway, only that went through. And then at the end of hero phase, I rolled a 13 on the Ravenak's Crushing Jaws. I did not move the full distance. I just moved right in front of this block to kind of block them because they only move 2 inches. I rolled 13, so 13 minus 2 inches because their movement's halved is 11 mortal wounds. The ward was only able to save 1, so 10 skellies ate it. And before I do this, did you mean to remove them like this? Because if you end the movement or end the battle shock phase, they will die until there's 5 guys left, right? Because they have to be within range of 2 models.
They are, because the bases are small enough.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
oh,
you can daisy chain while they're.
Oh, these are the original old school.
Yeah, they're
tiny model.
Yes.
Bases. Nice. So never mind. Ignore me. So they are good. And then over here, the burning head. Moved 8 up. I only needed 7 inches. On a 2 up, they take D3 mortal wounds. It did 2. And you saved none of them.
Yep.
Okay, and then when it deals mortal wounds, this guy is gone. So it's like a really crappy smite for AOS. All right, and going to movement phase in bottom of round 1. All right, Kenneth, who went where?
So I outran the Black Knights to be into the corner to take this objective.
Nice.
And then I rolled high on the run roll for these skeletons, so they managed to take this objective, which will get my battle tactic. And then everyone here just ran. Rolled pretty high on Neferata, but not enough to try to do some other plans I had. So her and Lumineth are running up. The skeletons rolled a solid 1 on their already half movement, so they stutter stepped forward a bit. And then the Blood Knights have run up the side and will hopefully roll a 6 charge to try to get into this corner.
And I repositioned and rolled a 2. So these guys backed up too. So his 9-inch turned into like an 11.5-inch. So all right, he needs a 12. Let's roll it. We're doing it live. Oh, but are those ones? Those are ones. Yeah. Oh, those are the opposite of boxcars.
Yep.
All right.
That's unfortunate.
So you scored your battle tactic.
Yes.
You have you scored 1
and
2
plus
and
battle tactic.
Okay, so you have 2 primary. So go ahead and roll to see if they're active still.
Oh yeah. So we'll do this one first. So it's on a 4 up they stay active.
Yeah.
It is inactive.
Inactive, and then how's the middle?
Also inactive.
Man. All right, so we got 2 our first inactives are the middle. And this one, I guess I'll put some counters there to show they're inactive. And we'll roll to see who gets priority. Battle round 2. We'll do it live. Rolling. I got a 3. Oh, God. Oh,
2.
Thank God. All right. I am going first. This is the end of hero phase, top of round 2. So Teclis went first. I did Protection of Teclis, Total Eclipse. We did Searing White Light to do some mortal wounds to everything except for the Black Knights in the corner. And then the 4th one, we just did Living Fisher. I failed on a 2-up, D3 mortal wounds. So measuring from there, on a 2-up, I rolled a 1, nothing happened there. And I think I rolled like 2 wounds on that character there.
Yes.
And then we got Power of Hysh off on both of the archer units. And then over here, they did their double movement. I cast it on the Kangaroo Jack over here. So they were moving 28 inches on regular movement. And then our general over here cast Overwhelming Heat on these skeletons having their movement, copying it on a 3-up onto these Blood Knights. And then second spell, we did Burning Head, and it just went here. So it went cast within 8. End of hero phase, moved up 8. I rolled 2-up, and then it did 2 mortal wounds on the D3. Over here, we rolled 14 on Ravenak's Crushing Jaw. It moved behind that unit to kind of block off this model, but doesn't really do anything, just for lulz. And we rolled 14. His movement's 2, so it did 12 mortal wounds. No 6s were rolled, so only 2 guys left here. And yeah, that is hero phase going to movement. And then we're probably getting risky here, but this is movement phase. All the archers hopped out within 6 inches of the fortification. Teclis moved up 10 inches fly. These Wardens, I auto-ran them 6 to get onto the point. These archers here moved up 6 to get into range. These guys moved 24 inches, but I did not move the full distance because I want to shoot this last guy there. And yeah, that is it. Oh, this actually is gone after it causes mortal wounds. So that is gone away and away. So that is it. We're going to shooting phase. So shooting phase is over. This squad shot into Neferata, leaving her at 4 wounds. This squad finished her off, which was my battle tactic to do it without popping my crystal. And actually, no one's popped their crystal yet, so that's pretty good. These Windchargers finished off the last 2 skellies over there. They don't allow people to take ward saves, so that's helpful. And then Teclis did only 2 wounds to the skeletons here. So now I'm wondering, do I charge these skeleton boys? Let's do it. I'm gonna charge them. Okay, no, do I do it? I feel like if I don't charge you, you're gonna charge me, and you have the possibility to double turn me. So yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna charge my Wardens. We're doing it live into them. I rolled a 6. Does a 6 get me there? Let's check. Yes, 6 is right. Oh, I'm not even.
I think you're just short of it.
Oh, let me do this. Oh shit. Isn't that 6 right there to get in front of him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, my camera is not focusing. So I think 6 gets them in, at least this one guy, but then they'll pile in 3 inches. But we'll go over that after I roll this real quick. I need a 7 on this roll for Teclis. I'll just try it. I will spend a CP to re-roll it. I'll go to 0 CP. I got a 6. I needed a 7, so no, fail. All right, just the Wardens. The Wardens went in. We were able to take some guys. There were 10 left. They attacked back. We made all of our saves with an all-out defense with a free CP from the my general that's in the shrine. And then the one that went through, we were able to save it with the 5-up Feel No Pain from Teclis's Protection of Teclis. And then he rolled the bravery test and rolled a 4, so 2 more ran. Or, sorry, 4 more ran. And then that is it. We got our battle tactic for killing Neferata. And we still control this point and this point, so we'll score 2 primary. We're going to roll to see if they're inactive. So we're going to roll for that corner first. I need a 4-up. Nope, it's inactive. And then this objective there, it's still active. So we are going to put some poker chips, or some chips down to show that they are inactive. Bottom of round 2, what did you do?
So I went with the Endless Nightmare battle tactic, which means that you have to bring 6 of these skeletons back. I've already brought 4 back with the just my faction ability. Tried to cast a spell, but got immediately
denied by
canceled.
Teclis.
So that's all that has gone off for this hero phase. And then I've shut off ward rolls around Lukovi with my special heroic action.
Is it only any wounds that Lukovi does?
Yeah, it's only attacks made by her.
Okay, so any attack she does, I cannot make a ward roll. And then I rolled a 6 on movement with Ravenak. Couldn't reach anything. Her movement's like 12, so I couldn't even deal mortal wounds to her. So I just moved it 6 inches to kind of block off, deny some range of movement for charging. I don't know if it'll help, but we will see. A few things happen here in movement phase. Go ahead, Ken.
So move the Black Knights around this way to take this objective. Try to keep up the points. Luke of Ice swung around. Hopefully we're going to clear out this mess. And then over on this end, the Blood Knights have moved up with their half movement now. Hopefully they'll be able to charge the Kangaroos and do some damage. It's not the hardest charge in the world. It should be like 5 inches.
Yep, 5 inches is all they need.
And then end of movement, I got the roll off, so the half a unit of skeletons that come back on this objective.
Gravesite's right under Teclis. He's desecrating their grave right now.
So hopefully Soulblight will get revenge on that amongst our generals being killed.
All right, let's go to charges. Let's roll it live. Let's go.
These dice haven't been treating me too well, so I don't know if I should roll with them. We're going to start with the Luca Vi one. So that one's probably very important here.
Just don't roll like a 4 or under. Is that a 1?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That is a 3.
How much CP do you have?
I could burn it.
How much do you have though? Because it costs double.
I have 2, so I can waste it on this right now.
You can.
Problem is, I'll have this one. I feel like the other one's more important. But I mean, what are the odds of me rolling bad a second time? I'll burn it. Why not?
All right. Total Eclipse doing work. All right, let's go. Anything not... 8 definitely gets you in there, for sure.
Yeah, so...
Mm-hmm.
Drop right.
Yep. All right, and then here it is, the hot one. This is a hot mess express.
This is where burning that CP is going to cost me.
Oh, wait, is that a 1 or 6?
Yeah, it's 1.
So wait, would you roll a 4?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Knew it.
Just roll it real quick. Let's see what would have happened if you had CP to reroll it. Oh.
That tracks.
All right, but you'll probably blender this unit. Well, let's see. I'm going to super defend them. And yeah, let's see if they get wrecked. So hero attacks. Lukovi could just wrecked 8 of my dudes. And then all these skeletons failed to land a single wound because I all-out defensed and I popped my crystal for a +2 save. So they're saving on 3s at maximum, and they made all their saves. Well, let's see if they fail bravery, because 8 dudes died. You roll 1 dice. Oh my god, they're dead. 6 plus 8, so 14. And then 14 minus your bravery, which is 5, 9. So 9 guys would run away. And I have 2 guys, so they are definitely going to the end of the turn. My guys ran away, and you score. You have that point, and that's it.
Because the other one,
yeah,
everything else is inactive.
You control this, but it's inactive. This is active, but I still control it. And then that is inactive in the corner. So yeah, just this 1 point. Roll. Still active.
Stays
nice.
active.
So you score a point.
Yep.
You got your battle tactic. So you get 2 for battle tactic and 1 for the points. And then let's go. Let's roll live. Going for the double turn. Let's see if you get it. 05. No. Oh, I win ties. Yes. All right. Getting double turn in this game is terrible. Let me know in the comments if you hate that roll. All right. So I got priority for battle round 3. We chose eye for an eye. I need to kill something. And I made it a little harder to do that. So, Teclis went first. We got Protection of Teclis off. We got Total Eclipse off. We did Searing White Lights. Oh, wait. I didn't do it. I forgot to do Searing White Light. I'm bad. Because what we did was Living Fisher, and we shut off...
Shut off command.
We shut off command. Cannot issue or receive commands from here. Oh my god. Why did I do Living Fisher? I should have done Searing White Light. So bad. Already misplayed. We did Power of Hysh here. Failed here with Power of Hysh. The general in here did Overwhelming Heat. And then second spell, casted Burning Head. Overwhelming Heat went off. And then copied it onto here. So these units are half movement. And then Ravenak's Crushing Jaw. I rolled a 7. And then rolled a 1. Burning Head moved up 8 inches. Rolled a 1. And rolled a 1. I rolled a 1 3 times. Get wrecked. Going to movement phase.
Smart, but I'm getting thirsty for some water. So
These guys moved 6 inches up. Teclis moved up 10 inches with fly. These guys just reformed to be a line for Unleash That Hell. And then these guys reformed to still be on the point, but be within 12 inches to shoot those Blood Knights. Hopped out within 6 of the garrison with my general here. Let's do some shoot phase here. Teclis dealt 2 mortal wounds in a Nephiroth. What's the name of that? Lucavi. And then the rest of these archers finished off Lucavi. These archers fired into the Black Knights. We killed 3 of them. And then these Windchargers fired into the Blood Knights. Killed 1 of them and put 2 wounds on 1 of them there. And that is it. We're going to charge. I said screw it. Teclis is so bad in melee. I'm just going to charge him into these remnants of 9 dudes left. Let's go. I need a 3 to charge you. I'm in with an 8. Let's go. The worst player ever. So Teclis charged these zombies. I all out attacked. Still rolled a 1 on a 2 up to hit. And then rolled 2 1s on his mount attack. But we popped the crystal for a +1 save and survived on the single one that went through on a 4 up. So that is my turn. Oh, we did also the stomp to take 3 out, I think, or 2. How much do I score? I think I just score 1 point. This is active. Mm-hmm. You still control this point.
Yes.
So I just score 1 primary, and I'll get my battle tactic for killing the hero. And then going to your turn. So I rolled a 4. This corner objective's active, so I would have scored this point because I control it still. And then this point we rolled for, this point we rolled for that I control after I scored it, and it shut off. So we got 1, 2, 3 shut off in the corner. All right, going to the bottom. This is the top, the hero phase, end of hero phase at the bottom of round 3. He had no heroes left to do any heroic actions, no spell casting, so went straight to end of phase. I rolled a 14 on Ravenak. He flew over that unit in the middle. Not a single ward save was made, so it did 14 mortal wounds and wiped that unit. And then this Burning Head rolled a 2 up on this unit and rolled a 1 single mortal wound, and it disappears. And that is it. Going to movement on Ken's turn. Movement phase, these guys just went outside of 3. They auto-charge 6, which definitely makes them get in, so I'm not even going to redeploy them, or whatever, the maneuver. These guys auto-ran to capture my point. They don't give a care about killing these pointless guys here. And then we're going to unleash hell, because everyone should be in range to shoot. Oh, go ahead and move your guys in. And then we will roll this unleash hell. Let's go! And they still have Power of Hysh in charge and unleash hell, but they did not get it off. So it's only mortals on 6. So Ken got his battle tactic because he had to kill those guys, and I don't think you could choose not to attack. Let me know in the comments if you can choose not to attack. So these guys definitely killed those duders, and 3 guys died here from the impact attacks. Teclis took 1 wound from these skeletons and almost killed them all. 3 left. And that is it. Let's roll for the double turn. Oh wait, first we score. You have that point. So
this one, and that corner one.
Nice. So you score 3, and then roll to see if they go. Oh wait, no, we roll to see if they go inactive after you score.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So
corner.
Yeah. So this one, do this one first.
Nice.
Stays
That's
active.
Good.
Do this one. Goes inactive.
Okay, we'll mark it with these guys.
And then that far corner one.
Goes
inactive.
Ooh. All right, so you score 3. You're actually, I think, ahead.
So I get 5.
Or I think we're tied.
Because I hold 1,
we'll see.
hold 2, hold more.
We're gonna roll for priority. Let's see if you double turn me finally. 6.
Oh.
Yeah, I win ties, so this is the hero phase, top of round 4. Casting, Teclis did the normal, usual stuff. Total Eclipse, protection of Teclis. We did teleport to teleport these dudes over here, and we threw out the Burning Head. We overwhelming heat on the Blood Knights and the skeletons that were over here, which Ravenak was able to eat the last 3. Power of Hysh went off on both units, there and there. And then we threw a +1 shield on these little kangaroo jacks. And that is going to be our turn, or our hero phase. And our battle tactic we chose was blind the enemy, which we got because everyone got spells off. 4 different units. All right, going to movement and shooting, if I could shoot. All right, so this is our movement phase, and then that's probably it. So everyone just kind of moved onto the point in the middle. These don't damage you because it's at the end of the, after their move at the end of the hero phase. Teclis moved 10 onto this point. These guys are, you cannot move a unit after you teleport them, so they're just hanging out there, kind of just barely towing out of the point and denying that that grave site to just drop units onto the corner point there. And then that was it for our movement. At the end of movement, he tried to bring back a unit and rolled a 1. So the skeleton or the Black Knights were not able to come back. So we only score 1 point, and we will get our battle tactic. So we score 1 primary and battle tactic. So we will roll to see if that goes inactive now on a 4-up, which it does. So I got a 4, and it is active. Yeah, so it stays active. And I think that's it. Yeah. Going to Kenster.
This one. Oh no, that isn't.
Yeah, these are all. Oh wait, no, that one's active.
Yes.
So I'll score that point, and let's see if it stays active or inactive. It stays active. So we scored 2. Actually, it's better than I thought. So we'll score 2 primary, and then so this is a quick turn for Ken. He rolled to make sure this is now active, which it is. It is active, so he's gonna probably run and move. Yeah. There's nothing really to do in hero phase. Oh wait, don't move yet, because I have stuff in hero phase. I realized. I'm gonna move this Burning Head 8 inches. And then I'm gonna roll 3d6 for this Ravenak's Crushing Jaws to make them chase his Blood Knights. Oh snap, rolling hot. All right, here they come. We're live.
Do it this way, I guess. Make it a bit harder.
Are auto running?
Yes.
Okay. 2 CP?
Yep, that'll be all of it.
This doesn't matter because you're not gonna combat me.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, you took my point, so you will score 2 points this battle round, and then let's see if you can score your battle tactic. You did desecrate their lands, so you need to roll. What do you need to roll?
3 or higher.
All right, get it.
Get it.
Nice. So he got his battle tactic because he's gonna drop all of his boys all the way back here in my enemy lines. So you scored 2. And your battle tactic for 4 owns these 2 points, and he just scored them. So we'll roll to see if they're active. Let's see this corner here. It's inactive, and then this one here stays active. Roll for priority. Let's see if you double turn me. 6. Okay, you can't beat me. Oh, and you rolled a 6. This game's pretty close. We're tied on points. I'm just trying to move shit around. I teleported the archers that were there over here to deny his zombies coming back. I measured it out. There's no way he can move within 12 and get within 6 of that corner. So they're good there. And I just teleported and then double moved the archer unit because that was the only unit wholly within. We rolled a 15 on Ravenak's after we would successfully overwhelming heated them. So I rolled a 15, and it went off on a 2-up. So he took 10 mortal wounds, and they all went through. Burning Head also moved 8 up on a 2-up. He dealt 3, I think, mortal wounds, and they were unsaved also. So we wiped out the Blood Knights, and now we're just seeing what we can do to deny points, and it's all based on luck, I think. Our movement phase, we kind of just moved this stuff to block him off because he can't drop within 3 over here, and then Cunning Maneuver just stayed here in the center, and then over here we just kind of spread out these dudes so that he can't bring that unit back within 3 inches onto the points, and that's it. So we scored 2 points. This point rolled to shut off, and the only active objective is this corner here, and that is it. All right, going to Kenneth's turn and last turn. All right, so we just called it there because these areas are pretty much zoned off. Even if he ran this unit, there's nothing really to do because you can't run and charge. So that was a really close game. It really came down to these stupid points coming on and off. And yeah, very good game. Thanks for the game, Ken.
Good game.
Wait, any tips on this game mode? Just never play it?
Go first and take all objectives as you can, and just pray that your dice rolls work out.
Yeah.
Shutting them off at the right time.
All right, peace out. Let me know if I did anything else wrong for roll-wise. Peace.